Girl. So today's topic is going to be a heavy one. So today we're talking about the skinny pandemic, the skindemic of it all. I think it needs to be talked about because I'm seeing it more and more. And I'm afraid that a lot of people are going to fall into the same cycle that we've seen year after year after year after year about these like body trends. Once they come out, everybody's running to like look the same, act the same, have the same, body type as their friends and these celebrities. And I think it needs to be talked about. So let's get started. I'm going to get comfortable on this couch and we're going to have a little discussion. I remember in high school. So when I graduated high school in 2015. So from the year, 4 years before 2015, like 2011 or something like that. So from the year like 2010, 2011 to 2015, I remember how many of my friends or just people around me in my high school, girls, because I went to an all girls school. So I was surrounded by girls 24/7, right? So you see these things. And I remember seeing how many of my friends, acquaintances, strangers had like EDs. And the reason that I think a lot of them were so stuck on they have to be a certain size and they have to look a certain way was because at least when I went to high school, that was what was popular in like mainstream media.
It's a little snug.
Yeah, I see that. And I have the same thing in a 0. Why not go up a size?
Because I wear 00, you twerp.
Why are you getting snippy?
Because you just called me fat.
Like that's what all the celebrities look like. That's what all the models look like. Back then, I think like America's Top Model was like very popular, and around that time, you couldn't, if you were bigger than a size 00, like you were fat. Like that's what it was,
I get to be the big fat elephant. Ugh, why do I keep getting stuck with these fat characters? What is going on?
This photo is really beautiful, Kenya, but I hate to say it. They had to do a lot of body work on you and retouching.
At home, pretty much, I try to, eat right. And we come here, my metabolism, everything is thrown off.
Stop! If you're sporting a gut, then you turn to the side and disguise it.
So, yeah, I remember a lot of my friends being very hard on their bodies and wanting to fit that mold of skinny. And even though their bodies, to be honest, did not support that frame, I don't think everyone is meant to be skinny. Like, let's be honest. Like, there are some people who have, wider hips, wider thighs, wider this, wider that. Not everybody's frame, bone structure is meant to be skinny. And I don't think a lot of them realized at the time that they were fighting against biology. Like, they were never going to be able to look like the girls that they were idolizing because their bodies just wasn't going to do it. And then it was just so unhealthy. So I remember in high school how bad that was. So, and before we get started, there's nothing wrong with being skinny. I am a skinny chick. Like, I don't know if you can see, I don't know. I look a little thick on the couch, but trust me, I'm skinny. I think at this point, I'm barely hitting 105 pounds. And that's not something that I'm doing on purpose. I've just always been a smaller girl. Like in high school, I think I weighed like 90 pounds. And again, not on purpose. I'm a skinny chick. And to be honest with you, I was always trying to do the opposite. I was trying to gain weight. While all the girls in my high school were, trying to lose as much weight as possible and barely eat and, cut calories and this and this. I was trying to eat as much as possible. I was taking pills to try to gain weight. So I was very much on the other end of the spectrum. I wasn't healthy either because what I was doing wasn't healthy to me. Even though I was trying to do the opposite of everyone else, it wasn't healthy either. But that's just to say, this was in 2015. We're now in 2026. And I see the same pattern starting to come back in like mainstream media where I know you guys have seen it, like celebrity after celebrity after celebrity, especially around the time like we're in this like Ozempic phase, where everyone is like on Ozempic, and then that's fine, right? Because like that's for health, that's fine. But the way that I am seeing it being pushed in mainstream media is not giving health. Because a lot of these women, celebrity women that I'm seeing, do not look healthy to me. Like, as somebody who's been skinny my whole life, like, there is a difference between being skinny and being emaciated? You guys know what I'm trying to say? You know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, there's a difference between being skinny and looking like you are 2 seconds away from passing out. And for me, that's what a lot of these celebrities are giving. And the reason that I think is very alarming is we can't deny that these celebrities and these people in mainstream media that we're seeing have a big effect on us as a population. I know we try to deny that they have an influence, but they do. Like, they're called influencers for a reason. They have an influence on us and the way that we think and the things that we buy and how we want to look. They have an influence. If you just think about, the whole Kardashian era and how that started, the whole like BBL, lip filler, this. Like, we went from a skinny pandemic in like 2012-ish, around those times, to like a thick pandemic. Like, after those, like, everyone wanted to be thick and everyone was like getting BBL, lipo, this, fat transfer, this. And so many people were getting work done to look. Bella, please, child. And so many people were getting work done to look like what at that point was the trend in beauty, which was like the big butt, the big thighs, the big boobs. So we can't deny that celebrities do have a big influence on how we see ourselves and how we want to look, because it's true. Bing, bang, bing, bang. Right? So when I see us going, and I don't know why do we always go to like the far end of the spectrum? Either everyone wants to be thick to the point where their butts are like 2 feet away from their body, like unnaturally thick. It's not even a natural thick. Like, if you're naturally thick, that's beautiful, that's gorgeous. But if you're getting enhancements to look like something that you're not, that itself is unhealthy. So I don't understand why, as human beings, we always go to like the extreme of things. Like, either people want to look like this extreme thing or extremely skinny. Like, why can't we just be normal? Like, anyways, we cannot deny that these celebrities very much have an influence on us and how we think. And when I see us going back to that, from what I remember in high school, how damaging that mindset was to a lot of my friends. And it's not like there are new teenagers that are growing up, that are finding their bodies, and they are learning about themselves, and they're having insecurities, and they're trying to find themselves. So all I can think about is all those young girls that are going to be seeing this now, that this is now the trend. Like, being skinny, and skinny to the point of unhealthiness, is becoming the trend again, from what I can see. And that is so concerning to me, because I don't think you guys understand the damage that can do on both ends. Like, not just skinniness, like on the whole, like, surgery to make yourself bigger. Like, both of those are so unhealthy. No matter how you look at it, they're both unhealthy. And none of these should be celebrated or, put forward as normal, because none of them are. I fully support people being healthy, and I think in this day and age, we know that healthiness looks different for other people. For me, being healthy would not be losing weight. If I lost weight, that would be an issue. So for me, being healthy would probably be to gain a few pounds if I could, you know what I'm saying? And for somebody else, being healthy might be, to lose a few pounds if that's what you need. So being healthy looks different for different people. So as long as you're being healthy and you're taking care of your body the right way, and you're not doing anything that's extreme, that is pushing your body to limits that it should not be pushed to, that is fine. Why did my camera just betray me like that? What the hell was that, child? Okay, I'm babbling a little bit, but yeah, you guys, I know you guys have seen it. If you have any kind of Instagram, social media, blah, 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 you have seen the like shift from, you know, being thick is the trend to now being skinny is the trend. And mind you, I don't think any kind of body should be a trend. Like, my skinniness should not be a trend. Somebody's thickness should not be a trend. Somebody's lips should not be a trend. Somebody's eyes should not be a trend. Like, it's just the weirdest thing to me that we are idolizing like specific pieces of somebody's body to make it a trend. And the fact that we fall for it every single time blows my mind. And it's just, you know what it is? It's comparison. Comparison really is the thief of joy. Comparing yourself to others will really steal you from your confidence, your joy, your body image. Like, it's just not healthy. You know what? I have a specific example of that because, like I said, in high school, I was always skinny. I'm skinny now. I was skinny then. I think I'm gonna be skinny years from now. So I've always been skinny. But in high school especially, I wanted to gain weight so bad that I would like overeat. And they had these pills called, I forgot what it's called, like epitamine or something like that. But those pills, you take it and it makes you hungry. Like, it makes you want to eat. And I remember the first time that I took it, I ate so much. I felt like I was going to like throw up, to the point where I felt like I was going to throw up. And then after you eat, it makes you go to sleep. So I ate an enormous amount of calories and then I just went to sleep. Do you understand how unhealthy that is? But the reason that I went down that path is because I wasn't happy with the body that I was in, and I was comparing myself to other people who, you know, were thicker, had hips, had like a butt, had this, had that. And I wanted that. I wanted that for myself, especially because everyone around me was telling me that I was too skinny. So I was like, okay, well, I need to gain weight. By any means necessary, I need to gain weight. And then on the other spectrum of that, right, you have the girls that I myself am idolizing, and I want to look like them. They want to look like me. And they want to lose all this weight and starve themselves and not eat to look like me. And I'm over here trying to look like them. So comparison, trust me, is the thief of joy. It will take away so much of your happiness. And the funny thing is, the people that you're comparing yourself to want to look like somebody else. They're comparing themselves to somebody else. And it's just an endless cycle of like us wanting to look like people who don't even want to look like themselves. And then it's mayhem. It's mayhem. Okay? I think the most important thing that you can do for yourself, the most healthy thing that you can do for yourself, is learning to love yourself the way that you are. Because at my age now, at my big age, I was finally able to not only be comfortable in the body, because as you can see, I'm still skinny. I did not succeed in my goal of freaking gorging myself on food to gain as many pounds as possible. I did not succeed because that's not what my body was meant to do. That's not what my genetics wanted me to be. So I came to terms with that. I said, you know what? If I'm gonna be skinny, I'm gonna be skinny and sexy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it took years of work. It's not easy. It's not something that, you know, falls into your lap, especially if you already have body image issues. You are, I think, more susceptible. Ooh, child, what is that word?
In the beginning,
Susceptible. I don't know what word I'm trying to say. Especially if you have body image issues, you are more likely to fall into the trap of like, you know, this is what you're supposed to look like. And meanwhile, all you had to do was gain some confidence. All you had to do was step up for yourself and be there for yourself and allow yourself to grow into yourself. Like, if I had just allowed my body to grow into my body, I wouldn't have had to put myself through the trauma of taking pills to make me eat that like 10,000s of calories a day and then fall asleep. And then it made me so tired and drowsy. It was just not good. So please, like, learn to love yourself as you are. Learn confidence. Learn that comparing yourself to anyone is never going to end up the way that you think it is. It's just not. I think that they're pushing this like idea of like skinny is it now. Like if you were thick before, you're out of luck because now you got to be skinny. And do you understand how crazy it is for us to be chasing this endless freaking body goals that are forever changing? They're forever changing what it means to be beautiful, what it means to be it, what it means to be, this. They're changing it all the damn time. 1 minute is to have a big butt, the next minute everyone is taking their butt out, and here you are, you had surgery to look like something, and you're not even happy. Child, it's just like forever just chasing beauty standards that are not even yours. They're not meant for you and your body. They're just not. Like, please, like, understand that these are just ways for people to make money. And they do make money out of it, because then they start selling you these waist trainers and diet pills and specifically made meals so you can lose weight too and look like your favorite celebrity. And like, if you remember the whole like Kylie Jenner era, like the girl was rocking it with her the lip plumbers, the this, the that, and all the girls were buying it to have lips like Kylie. Kylie's lips weren't even Kylie's lips, but here all these girls fighting to have Kylie's lips. And years later, like, do you guys remember the influx of lip fillers? I think we're still going through it. Like, people are still getting lip fillers like it's like they're popping vitamins. You weren't meant to have freaking DSL lips. You just weren't. Be happy in the lips that you have. Learn to love yourself with the features that you have. And I'm not saying that, like, I'm not against like surgery to enhance something. Like, if if you're like really insecure about your nose or something, I'm not like saying don't get surgery, because I don't know. How do I explain this? Okay, so if you want to get surgery for you. Get surgery to look like, you. Don't get surgery to look like somebody else. Don't get surgery to model after somebody else. I don't know if that made sense. I'm getting off topic. I just wanted to make this video because I am seeing such an influx of like I said, the skinny pandemic. It's coming. Watch out. Warning. Like, don't fall into the trap. Please don't fall into the trap of trying to chase beauty standards, because that's what it is. We're chasing beauty standards. We're chasing things that, for why? For who? So please, love yourself. Learn to love yourself as you are. Learn to embrace your body. Not everyone is meant to be thick. Not everyone is meant to be skinny. Not everyone is meant to have, I don't know, girl. Just not everyone needs to look the damn same. And I don't know why us as a society, we try to make it look like everyone is supposed to be the same. It's not. That's not what it was ever supposed to be. Like, I enjoy so much, like, if you think about like different cultures and the different ways people look from, different cultures, and, just the ways that we just look so different from each other, but we're all so beautiful. Like, that is beautiful. Our differences in size and body type and whatever it may be, that needs to be celebrated. Not something that has to be like formed so that we're one freaking entity. Like, there's nothing different about any of us. We all have the same size lips and the same eyes and the same hair and the same, like, why? So learn to be you. Learn to be uniquely you. Love yourself. Invest in yourself. Don't invest in these celebrities and companies that are trying to take advantage of you and any issues, insecurities that you might have. Invest in yourself. Invest in therapy. Like, just take care of yourself and be mindful of your mental. And I don't know, I hope this video reaches like the right audience, and I hope the message that I am trying to portray comes through. Like, I am not trying to bash, any particular body type. I am just trying to say that I don't think any body type should be a trend. Be careful who you follow as like, just be careful. Be careful with yourself. Be careful with your mind. Be careful with your body. Be careful of who you are a fan of. You know, just because they're popular and you think you know them, you don't. You don't. On another note, I got this shirt the other day and I am in love with it. Do we like? I am loving the shirt. Like, it's like, it could give grandma a little bit if you don't pair it well, but if you pair it well, I think it is very cute. It's very cutesy. I love the pattern. I love the color. I might have ADHD because how did my brain just switch like that? But I am loving it. I love this. I love this so much. So that was the video, guys. So I love you. I think I was a little bit all over the place on this video, but I love you very much. Take care of yourself. I'll see you in the next one. Please subscribe, like, comment, share, all of this, all of that. Please, and thank you. Mwah.